Greetings and a warm welcome to Powertv News Flash right here in Chizipiti, Harare. I am Liam Bernard. Stories today. More than 2,000 families in Binga district have benefited from the presidential poultry scheme meant to improve nutrition in rural communities while sustaining livelihoods. The wheels of the Second Republic's empowerment drive are in motion after government handed over 20,000 chickens to the people of Lusulu area in Binga under the presidential poultry scheme. This is our day. We have received a gift that will change our lives forever. I am forever pleased from where I've come and where I'm going to work on my project of keeping these chickens. This was said from one of the beneficiaries in Binga. According to the Free Range Poultry Association of Zimbabwe, the presidential rural poultry scheme is set to promote the growth of the indigenous chickens countrywide. In a court update, the trial of suspects linked to the murder of Tapiwa Makore Jr. entered day 4 yesterday. And now with one of the suspects, Tafadzwa Shamba, claiming that he admitted to committing the crime under duress. Tafadzwa Shamba, Tapiwa Makore Sr., Maud Hunda Zarira, and Thanks Makore were back at the High Court in Harare this Thursday for continuation of the trial in which they are accused of the brutal murder of Tapiwa Makore Jr. in the year 2020. Day 4 saw Detective Inspector Joromia Mudimbu, Detective Constable Kanias Ishumba, and Detective Assistant Inspector Andrew Nyarundu taking to the witness stand after Shamba claimed that he had admitted to the crime under duress after being assaulted. Detective Inspector Mudimbu, who led the indications at the murder scene, submitted that Shamba had ample time to lodge a complaint during the 2-year period he has been in remand prison rather than waiting for the trial to commence. In regional news just beyond our borders, Babita Deokaran murder case postponed as accused change legal representatives. The 6 men accused of murdering Gauteng whistleblower Babita Deokaran have changed legal representatives. Yesterday, the case against Pakamani Hadebe, Zita Radebe, Hlangano Hlovu, Sanile Mbele, Sipiwe Mazibuko, and Sipakanyiswa Lala was postponed to the 18th of November. Now, the case was postponed. Disclosure to the copies of the docket of the new lawyer said National Prosecuting Authority, the NPA spokesperson Pindi Mjondwani. Deokaran was assassinated in August last year outside her house, days after she flagged suspicious payments of amounting to millions. And now in international news, an ex-policeman has killed at least 37 people, most of them children, in a gun and knife attack at a childcare center in the northeast Thailand. And our police say he then killed himself and his family after a manhunt following the attack in Nanbuhau, Lampu province. Children and adults are amongst the casualties at the nursery. Police say the attacker mostly stabbed his victims before fleeing the scene. The former officer, aged 34, was sacked in June for drug use, police said. It is not clear if the attack was motive or it was just an attack. And now in Russia, the leaders of more than 40 European countries have met in Prague at a historic first meeting of a new political forum of nations. UK Prime Minister Liz Truss described France's Emmanuel Macron as a friend at the summit, having previously declined to say whether he was a friend or foe. Mr. Macron spoke of building a common strategy on Russia's war in Ukraine. Leaders from the EU, Turkey, Norway, and the Balkans attended the meeting. Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky spoke via video link, whilst Germany's Chancellor said the gatherings was a great innovation. In other news, a global alert has been issued over 4 cough syrups after the World Health Organization, the WHO, warned they could be linked to the deaths of 66 children in Gambia. The syrups have been potentially linked with acute kidney injuries and 66 deaths among children, it had to say. The products were manufactured by an Indian company, Maiden Pharmaceutical, which had failed to prove guarantees about their safety, the WHO had added. The firm has not yet commented, while the BBC has contacted Maiden Pharmaceuticals for a comment. Taking us to sports news. Zambian boxing champion Catherine Phiri has been suspended from all boxing activities for 2 years after being found to have used a banned substance. The former WBC bantamweight title holder tested positive for the diuretic furosemide after she was beaten at home soil by Zimbabwean Kudakwashe Chiwandire in February. Helped by having admitted her guilt, Phiri's 2-year ban has been backdated to start from May 2022. She would like to apologize to all boxing fans and the nation at large for the negative publicity that comes with her suspension, this was said in her statement. In her boxing career, she has never taken any performance-enhancing drugs and have been subjected to numerous drug tests during a professional career spanning over 10 years. That's a wrap on the sports news as well as here on the News Flash. I am Liam Bernard. Pleasant weekend. Good day.